Welcome back. We're going to continue on our understanding of what banks look at when they analyze your application. Perhaps the most important question that the bank wants to understand is, what do you make? In other words, they want to know whether your income is sufficient for you to afford the house that you want to buy or for you to be able to refinance. Fundamentally, banks look at what's called an income ratio or a debt to income ratio to determine whether your income is sufficient. We'll look at ratios in a future video. But for now, let's just talk about the kinds of income that people make. On an active basis, you're either self-employed or you work for a company. Self-employment, again, is a large topic, and we'll be revisiting that in a future video as well. Let's look at employment income. Now, employment income can be broadly described based on salaried versus hourly. In other words, some people, maybe a teacher, has a set salary. They make a certain amount of money every week, every month. Others are hourly employees. They may work 35 hours a week, they may work 40 hours a week, and they'll get paid a set amount per hour. Well, for hourly employees, it's a little bit harder to determine exactly what they make because those hours may or may not vary. Therefore, we're going to want to look at a 6-month history, a year history, to determine exactly what your earnings are. In addition to salary or hourly wages, there are other types of employment income. So some people get commissions, you may get overtime, you may get a bonus at the end of the year, and all of these add up to your total income. When we look at that income, we want to look at the predictability, we want to look at the likelihood that that income will continue into the future. In addition to the active income that we described, either self-employment or employment income, there are a couple of other kinds of income we should discuss. For one thing, many people are retired. And so for retired people, you're going to get a pension, you're going to get a Social Security award, and that constitutes some or all of your income. In addition, there are people who have investment income. Investment income, just like the other types of income, we're looking to see how predictable it is. Investment income may be dividends on stocks, it may be bond interest, it may be interest from your savings accounts, it may be the income generated by an investment property. That too goes into the total picture of what your earnings are, and therefore it'll go into the analysis of whether or not you can afford this home. Finally, just to address it quickly, some people may have a second job. For those people, that second job income may be an important component of their total income. The bank's going to want to see that you have a record of working 2 jobs. So if you took a second job last month, no good, we're not going to look at it. May look at it as a compensating factor, but we're not going to look at it. But if you've been working 2 years, 3 years, 5 years on a second job, we're going to count your main source of employment and your second job when we analyze your total income picture. I hope this has been of use. I look forward to continuing a dialogue in person, and I just want to let you know that I would love to be your mortgage guy. Thanks.